Ooh. Oh, baby. I had to delete Smash for this, so better be worth it. That's all I'm gonna say. Or at least archive it, which is Nintendo's nice way of saying delete. This game has an autosave function. Hey, dude, that's probably worth like at least 3 or 4 points out of 100 on the Metacritic score. White Owls. Now Pro. The autosave makes it crash? Doubt it. Yo, even Sweary's getting into the chess in today's modern era. How about that? How does the game look? Honestly, it looks like a pretty normal setup, quite frankly. Although it does look like somebody has been smoking what could be an illegal substance, depending on where you're at. Maybe they're just clove cigarettes. Oh, hit me with that dong da ga dong ga dong ga dong ga dong ga dong ga dong da dong ga da 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 la da 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 ya da da. Nope. All right. December 30th, 20 some year at 1650. Le Carré, a small town outside New Orleans. Oh. Now you're hungry, you're a lion, you're a hungry lion. Growl for me, baby, yeah, and I'm spent. Oh, okay. What is that, 2 frozen hot dogs? Oh my god, the textures. There are 4 lights. Oh. Come on, hit me with that music sauce. I'm ready. Oh, it's a Hannibal! A woman has been quadrisected in a block of ice. Yeah, here's the thing. You slice that thing up, I guarantee on the inside, it's just cake. Fresh meme. Thank you, thank you. 88 hours later. Thompsonville, a suburb of Boston, Massachusetts. Mathis's apartment building.
God damn it. What a way to start the new year. At this rate, I'll be dead by Easter.
Hey, whoa, wait.
Down, Agent Jones. You're on the clock.
Did they write that before or after 2020 started?
You have any idea what you've done? I'd be half naked in Havana right now if you hadn't shown up. Soaking up some rays, surrounded by a harem of bikini queens, a mojito in one hand, and a seafood-slathered Havana-style pizza in the other.
Pizza with a cigar crust. Wait, let me go again.
No.
Pizza with a crust you can smoke.
Merely issued a special order.
Oh.
Agent Jones, don't let him take control of the conversation.
It's me.
The moment you let your guard down, he'll strike.
Hi. Hello.
And no red, remember?
He's even got the red tie, dude. It's... Oh, I thought he was unzipping.
It's open. Come on in.
Excuse me? Francis Zach Morgan? By the way, if you're like, I didn't watch Deadly Premonition 1, what's the story? Oh my god, dude. You don't need to know. Just watch the 9-hour video. Oh, it's a prequel. There's no way it's a prequel. It's both. I was here earlier, it does both. Hey man, come on, life's worth more. You don't have to throw it away on that trash, dude.
You have questions for us.
Ratman. It's my favorite Andy Samberg movie.
That's why you're here, isn't it?
Francis Zach Morgan. Z. Is this Z4? Beautiful cinematography. Truly, truly inspired. So I can't... All you can do, believe it or not, is move forward and backwards. For now, I do not have character control. I can just move forwards and backwards. But this is the jazz soundtrack I've been looking for. What's in the jar, Zach? What's in that streamer jar? He got invited to Smash. Wow. I don't know why I thought it was going to make a whoopee cushion sound.
Mr. Morgan, before we question you, allow me to first read you your rights.
Her,
Anything you say may be used
her
against you in
Louisiana
court of law.
accent is
Please
so
keep that in mind
good.
as you speak.
Oh, Tonto. You're just as sweet as the first time
Do
that
have
we
permission
met.
to film this?
Aaliyah Davis.
Don't worry, my fairy. They're free to do whatever they like.
Something wrong, Mr. Morgan?
They look like they're from two different games. Like, this guy's from Resident
I'm
Evil
FBI
7,
Special Agent Aaliyah
and
Davis,
she's from, like,
and this is
Perfect
Simon
Dark.
Jones, an analyst from the Boston branch. He's been monitoring us for years now.
Oh, hi.
Simon Jones. Also known as the streamer.
Seriously.
A Southern belle and a lonesome loser.
Hey!
Can't catch a break.
Come on.
Quite the uncanny duo.
Look at his tan suit.
You'd be the perfect
This guy
stars
fucks.
for the latest video game. Isn't that right, my fairy?
Dark laughter.
How many years has it been since someone came to chat with us? Oh, but don't ask me about my fairy. That's a private matter.
Duly
It's hard
noted.
to tell what he's thinking, but my eyes can't be deceived. If he's hiding something, it'll come out in his face.
You don't even know you're going toe-to-toe with the master of negotiation. Oh. This is like D, right? You hold L and see Zach's poker face or indulgence.
Hey, Belle.
Yes?
Why are you dressed so handsomely?
Oh, no. What do you mean by this?
What are you talking
Dude,
about?
look at his computer monitor. He's a Counter-Strike pro.
The thick black accessory wrapped around your neck. That's a male necktie.
Well, it's a necktie.
The color black represents confidence and interest in the self.
It's actually a hue.
And your decision to wear a male tie symbolizes your declaration of war against a predominantly male society.
Just part of the dress code, incel.
Or perhaps it's a psychological barrier meant to hide the weakness that dwells deep within your psyche.
It's just a nice accent when you're wearing a black jacket and a white
We
shirt.
admire your bravery.
I thought you retired from profiling.
He's been spending a lot of time on the subreddits.
Bullseye, huh?
Got her.
You're an easy one to read.
Oh my
In
god.
order to think with society, A man must first gouge out his eyes and cut off his ears.
Is that a Peppa Pig quote?
Don't judge a book by its cover. For someone who's supposed to have been one of our best, you've got an awful eye for people. Or did all that smoke and kill all your little gray cells?
Oh, hey, it's Massachusetts. It's legal there.
Okay, Aaliyah, that's enough.
Hey, leave the weed out of it, Aaliyah.
She's smart, but she's also more of a shrew than she lets on.
Pretty insulting.
Agent Jones, that's sexual harassment.
Okay, it's probably not sexual harassment, but it was rude, don't get me wrong. That's a bit of a... she's elevating the concern, in my opinion. It's just mean. Dark laughter. It's all going according to plan.
So, Belle, does that barrier of yours also protect you from violent criminals?
Yeah, does your tie stop crime?
He's more
Oh,
dangerous than I thought. I can't read him.
well, I think he's only dangerous if he
I'll
ends
just
up
have to
coaching your
assault him head
kid's
on with
baseball team
questions
or
then.
something.
First, I'll try using the files on the table to shake him up.
Okay. Unfinished chess game.
An ornate antique chess board.
Not really.
Looks like he stopped halfway through the game.
She thinks that's halfway through the game. It's like move 8, lady. They barely got started. Let's interrogate about the chess game.
That chessboard looks rather old. And you can't even buy those ivory pieces anymore.
Right, they were banned by the CITES Treaty.
I remember that classic piece of chess legislation.
That was made in France in the 1900s. We know it's in bad taste, but the weight of the ivory just feels so good in our hands.
You play chess alone?
Is that a crime?
Dark laughter.
No. But it's a hard game to enjoy when you're all by yourself.
You ever hear of the internet, lady?
He's probably just replicating famous games. Or trying to solve problems from a chess workbook. Right, Morgan?
Objection, leading the witness.
I may not look it, but I'm actually a bit of a chess nut myself.
Of course you are. Of course the guy who looks like me is also a chestnut. It's fortuitous, really.
When I was in school, I used to pore over every issue of Chess Life.
Of course you
the
did.
magazine published by the U.S. Chess Federation.
Your parents probably got you a subscription to go with Nintendo Power.
Well, unfortunately, your guess is completely wrong, Agent Jones. He isn't replicating a famous game, nor is he solving workbook problems. There
Oh.
isn't a single chess book to be found in this apartment.
Is that a Godsmack album? Stand Alone?
And I didn't find any chess-related websites in his internet history.
Excuse me, you got a warrant for that? You went through my internet
He
history?
was simply playing chess. All alone.
How suspicious.
So, what's wrong with that, Belle?
I don't understand it. How could a single human being seriously play as both sides?
You just publicly confessed to
I
stealing
knew it.
personal data. Seems like that's a much bigger problem.
It's clear. He's her intellectual superior.
Oh no. Everything was done in a perfectly legal manner. We simply happened to intercept a handful of data being sent out from an unknown origin.
Oh, now she's really trying to scare us.
Dark laughter.
Did you hear that, my fairy? Serious nightmare fuel.
Very cool and very legal. You ever hear of the Patriot Act, Zach? You can use visions to acquire important hints that will help you proceed through the game. Using a vision will deplete your concentration, so be careful about using it too much. Okay. Fair enough. No, I want to... Yeah, Zach's vacant eyes.
Stage 4 progressive malignant tumor.
Why are you a cop? You should be like the world's greatest doctor.
How do humans behave when they know death is just around the corner? And what if that human is also a high-functioning sociopath?
You talking about Simon?
Mr. Morgan, may I ask you a question purely out of curiosity?
Not without my lawyer present?
If it makes you uncomfortable, just let me know. And I'll retract it.
That, you know, damage done.
What's wrong? You sure put a lot of effort into that approach.
It's a question about death.
About this body?
Are you afraid of what's coming?
A little bit on a personal level. Oh!
Think carefully about why we're smoking this, then ask us again. Honestly, we're not afraid. Rather, we find it intriguing.
Intriguing.
Yes.
You normies wouldn't understand.
Belle, have you ever been to the Grand Canyon in winter?
No.
In the dead of winter, the Grand Canyon is terribly cold.
That's a surprise?
Colder than you could imagine. A cold that no photograph could ever express. The sun. Powerless.
Literally
And
false.
the temperature drops below 0. Right in the middle of the day.
Meaning?
Then I don't need a jacket.
Meaning, you can't really understand something until you experience it for yourself. If you want to learn more about us, you need to gain more experience. Well,
Oh my god. How are you supposed to debate somebody like this? He's so slippery.
These files are from the case that took place just outside of New Orleans in 2005.
Say you went to the Grand Canyon in the wintertime.
The agent who handled
Say
the
it's so
case was
cold it
Francis
dips below
Zach.
0. Then it must not naturally follow if you had
Now
not
it's sitting right
experienced
in
it, you
front of
couldn't
you.
possibly imagine it. From there we can draw the conclusion.
Do you remember the homicides that took place in Le Carré, Louisiana in 2005?
we solved that case.
Easy.
Your report states the following. By coincidence, you encountered a serious incident in a town you visited while on vacation.
Why does she sound like someone from Los Angeles playing a small town southern lawyer?
You then decided to steal the right to investigate from the local law enforcement and took over the case.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I'm just a humble southern lawyer who can't understand all this big city tomfoolery.
After several more homicides, you managed to apprehend the perpetrator.
Yes. Yes. Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Yes. Yes.
We stole the right to investigate from them, just as you said.
It all started when the body of a 16-year-old girl was discovered. You arrived in Le Carré immediately after that, didn't you?
Isn't that a Pokemon?
We just can't seem to keep ourselves away from dead girls.
Did you really visit that town just to take a vacation?
We don't know. If you already have the report, then we suggest you read it, Belle. Either way, that case is closed.
Dude, he smoked
Closed.
himself bald.
You sure about that? Don't you think this puzzle is still missing some crucial pieces?
Come on. No need to beat around the bush with us, Belle.
Oh, he's rooting around in there.
They found Lise Clarkson's body. It was hidden deep within the Clarkson Food Delivery Services cold storage warehouse.
After 14 years, we finally discovered the body of the very first victim.
You think maybe it was suicide?
Do you know what this means? That's why we're here.
Natural
First victim in the
causes.
case he solved, Lise Clarkson.
Birth name Kelly.
This is a photograph of what she looks like now. How will he react when he sees it?
I'm gonna push all my chips in that he is going to have dark laughter. Let's just see. Is there anything we can get with... I have no idea what this does. I'll just level with you.
The body that went missing for 14 years was suddenly discovered frozen in a warehouse. This is some kind of message from the victim to us.
Yeah, the message is, I'm friggin' dead.
We're pleased that her body turned up. Deeply pleased.
You claim to have closed this case, but now a lost body suddenly surfaced. Aren't you curious about the details?
Kind of speaks for itself, I
Body or
think.
not, we already solved that case.
Queen pawn to c6. Check.
Lisa's body can't change anything now. And it certainly has nothing to do with us.
I suspect the body was stored there rather than abandoned, due to the unnatural state it was found in.
Oh, you don't think she slipped and fell in the popsicle machine?
She was found frozen in a storage unit. Therefore, she looks exactly the same as she did when she disappeared.
Dude, if she looks exactly the same as when she disappeared, I do not want the name of her plastic surgeon.
She's in such good condition that we can even determine the murder weapon and cause of death.
Well, good for you.
Oh.
Even stranger is how unbelievably beautiful she
Even
looks.
stranger than that is that you felt the need to mention that.
At first glance, few would guess she was a murder victim at all.
Nope. Absolutely, perhaps the dumbest sentence I have ever heard in my entire life. At first glance, few would guess that she was a murder victim at all, as she has been vivisected and frozen in a block of ice.
She looks more like a piece of art, or a mythological figure from a painting.
This keeps getting better and better.
Better and better?
Hey, you're saying weird stuff too.
That right, my fairy? The corpse is beautiful as a goddess.
Uh-oh.
Sounds just like our story.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yes.
That went okay. Now I'm sure that Morgan's hiding something.
If you
I
say
may be
so.
able to get what I want if we go deeper into the documents.
Oh, we got... It's, more case files, please.
Isn't there someone else you should have talked to
Forrest Kaysen?
before coming to us? Such as...
We were unable to reach Patricia Clarkson.
Isn't she an actress?
You
Music
look
cue?
surprised. I thought you already knew. After all, you visited Louisiana last week. We assumed you met with her during your time there.
We haven't been to Louisiana. Not in 14 years.
Is that so?
We've been right here in our apartment this entire time.
Can't you tell by my prodigious stack of Blu-rays?
That man is our witness. Aren't you, Simon?
He's right.
I've been spying on him.
He didn't even take a single step outside on Christmas Eve.
Guarantee, as soon as the Massachusetts government said, please don't go outside, Francis Zach Morgan is out there at a bar. Maskless.
Means that I didn't get to either.
Are you positive about that? I took the liberty of checking some airline records. Last Friday, the name Billy Bishop was listed on a morning flight out of Boston.
Billy Bishop is a Canadian fighter pilot from the First World War. So I think you should maybe start investigating the possibility of time travel.
This is the fake name you used to use as an agent, isn't it?
A mere coincidence.
How many Billy Bishops could there be in the world?
That's not all. That evening on the same day, a man with a large scar on his forehead allegedly purchased an '89 Cadillac from a small used car lot in Le Carré.
That could be Forrest Whitaker.
He reportedly said he wanted something old, big, and strong. The owner of the car lot felt it was a strange order, so it stuck in his mind.
Our world is filled with mysteries.
King Pawn to E3.
And they always have
King
the
me.
most bizarre timing.
Smoking. Dark smoking.
Incidentally, on the following day, an identical Cadillac was taken to a scrapyard in Trenton, New Jersey.
You can find that type of car anywhere.
Why go to 5 or 6 slots when you could go to just one?
Isn't that right, my fairy?
We can go back to the chessboard. Why is it so hard to move the cursor? I just want to move to the unfinished chess game. You would think it would just be a simple flick of the stick.
Who is it? This My Fairy character.
He said don't ask me about that.
You can't see her. Such bad manners. You barge into our apartment, yet you don't even care about who else is living here.
More worried about you smoking inside. Do you own this place?
Dissociative identity disorder. In the past, it was known as multiple personality disorder. You were subjected to an internal probe only once.
Hey, what?
Correct?
His internet history is one thing, but an internal probe? He hasn't even been charged yet.
That you had DID, but you denied it.
I think they suspected that you did, but you denied
No
it.
problems arose during your test. Is this how you dealt with the psychological profiler back then, too? Saying strange things, weaving unrelated matters together.
Trying to dazzle me in your feats of rhetoric, college boy?
Is that how you slipped through?
You're free to draw your own conclusions, Belle. But my fairy clearly exists. She's been sitting right there on your lap this entire time. No violence allowed in
What?
here, Belle.
What just happened?
Wouldn't want to scare my fairy, now would we?
Are we okay? Is everything all right? I think I skipped a gasp.
You may be wondering why we decided to unearth all these.
No,
old
you told me you
files.
found the body.
Everything happens for a reason.
Smoking.
But there wasn't much we could actually investigate due to the damage caused by the hurricane.
Then we assume you also questioned everyone who worked in the warehouse.
Do I wait or do I press? Do I wait or do I press? I press.